Eritrea blasted Ethiopian military generals, Ethiopian Prime Minister, and an Ethiopian emperor today in a statement. An Eritrean ambassador slammed Ethiopia for what Ethiopian leaders have been saying about access to sea. This is the strongest criticism of Ethiopia by an Eritrean diplomat. Who is this diplomat? What did he say? I'll have a detailed look at what diplomat said, and last part of the diplomat's talk is alarming. No talks with Ethiopia, no engagement, no concession of any type on the issue of access to sea. Before that, a quick look at the controversy surrounding the resignation of National Bank of Ethiopia Governor Mamo Mehretu, who resigned on Wednesday. I did a video on that last night. People in comment section said Sajid, Zara Media, Ethio Forum, etc. They broke this news weeks ago. Some claim that there are disputes between PM Abiy and Mamo Mehretu. Some said Mamo had fled to London. Regular viewers know what I said last night. I said there are no disputes. The departing of Mamo Mehretu is not a dismissal. Mamo wanted to leave 6 months ago, around 6 months ago. Abiy told him to wait. Abiy not happy with the departure of Mamo because Mamo is trusted by Abiy. So he wants Mamo to continue being part of his team. That's why he's not happy. Abiy is not happy with this decision. But it's not that there are differences, there are disputes between Abiy and Mamo. Some Ethiopian YouTubers, news outlets, they actually have been claiming that there are disputes. No dispute. Abiy himself attended a ceremony organized in Addis Ababa today, a cake cutting ceremony in the honor of outgoing Mamo Mehretu. And on the cake, it is written, "Thank you for your service." Ethiopian PM was there, Ahmed was there, Finance Minister, Mamo was there. And Mamo's resignation was full of praise for the Ethiopian PM. He wants to be in good books of the Ethiopian PM because what I told you last night, it will be confirmed. You'll see. Mamo wants to enter Ethiopian private banking sector. And that cannot happen without support by the federal government of Ethiopia. No disputes. Those who are claiming there are issues, there are disputes, they actually want a dispute between Abiy and Abiy's cabinet members and Abiy's appointees. I would only confirm if there is reliable information, no such reliable information. And perhaps the way Abiy attended the see-off ceremony for Mamo, it shows that Abiy and Mamo are on good terms. But Abiy not happy with departure of Mamo. Joash was claiming last night that Mamo said he had resigned, but basically Abiy fired him. Joash showed 2 letters to. Joash should be careful. I mean, yes, he is in a position. Yes, he has every right to criticize the government, but he has way more sources than we people have. He needs to share verified information. People should trust him. If leaders of opposition lose trust, they won't be able to get support and respect from the people. Back to my new story. Uh, Very strong reaction by the Eritrean government today. In Ethiopia, we know that the narrative of sea access is gaining momentum. Now, channels are doing videos. I did a video this morning. I shared with you what two channels said about access to sea. Ulti Tadase, chief of the Ethiopian Defense War College, and Tishome Gamecho, both are senior officers, brigadier general and major general. They talked about access to sea, and they say they're ready to implement orders of the government. The orders could be launch of military action. Whatever they said, it was about Eritrea. So Eritrea not obviously sitting idle. Sophia Tesfamairam is Eritrean representative at the UN. She's one of the most seasoned Eritrean diplomats. Very eloquent in her expression, very clear in her expression of views. Sophia has shared sort of article, I would say, though it's a social media post, but it's an article, I would say, criticizing Ethiopian case for sea access. And she criticized an emperor, Janel's Abiy. What did she say? Firstly, Sophia claims that access to sea in Ethiopia started as a fixation by an Ethiopian emperor. It was the fixation, the obsession of an Ethiopian emperor. Which emperor? She did not name, but was she talking about Emperor Haile Selassie? I think yes. This fixation has caused national trauma. This fixation led to wars. So she claimed that wars in the Horn of Africa between Eritrea and Ethiopia were caused by Ethiopian ambition to gain the sea access. Tens of thousands died in those wars. Families suffered, economies destroyed, trade, businesses disrupted, but still that fixation is ongoing. Firstly, he said that. He said Ethiopia uses two justifications for sea access. Firstly, population size, that it's a large country. Secondly, proximity to the sea, that it's just 60, 50 kilometers away from sea access. How can it be kept deprived of sea access? And that is why new terms have been coined, like historical injustice, like strategic imperative. New phrases have been coined to support Ethiopian case for sea access. But all the talk by the Ethiopian government leaders is a violation of international law. UN-backed 1993 referendum cannot be outdone, cannot be reversed by Ethiopian arguments of being a bigger country and being close to Red Sea, and that is why it should have access to sea. She said that these channels, Ethiopian military channels, are an example of delusion in uniform. So channels are basically echoing the empire's voices. She criticized the Prime Minister of Ethiopia directly. She said the Prime Minister of Ethiopia said that he has solved the issue of River Nile. And she wrote solved in commas, inverted commas, means for her, the issue is still unsolved. This is what she meant. So the Prime Minister claims, Prime Minister of Ethiopia, that he has solved the issue of good, Damn. And now, emboldened, the Prime Minister wants to solve the issue of Red Sea too. Last part of Sophia Tesfamairam's talk is very alarming. She's saying, Red Sea is not for rent. This is the crux of her talk. I mean, Ethiopia is dreaming of gaining full access to Assam, full control over Assam, full control over the corridor from Ethiopian border to Assam port. She's saying even renting is not allowed. If Ethiopia wants to have access to Assam in the form of lease agreement, even that is not acceptable for Eritrea, let alone full sea access, unauthorized, unconditional, not unauthorized, unconditional sea access. So Sophia's uh, words are a manifestation of Eritrean foreign policy about Ethiopian access to sea case. As I've been saying, I've been informing you that Isaias Afwerki won't talk to Ethiopia about Assam. He won't agree to any agreement about Ethiopian use of Assam port. Now, keeping in view the heightened tensions, I think the type of sea access which Ethiopia has through Djibouti, even that is unacceptable for Eritrea. Eritrea won't allow Ethiopians to enter the country. So Ethiopia cannot have access to sea through Eritrea peacefully, through negotiation, through dialogue. The four options mentioned by Gamacho, Tishome, and Bulti Tadase: negotiation, diplomacy, exchange of assets, and military action. Only option remaining is military option. Eritrea says that what Ethiopia is doing is a violation of international law, UN Charter. No matter where Ethiopia goes, no matter which doors are knocked, no matter which letters are sent, Eritrea won't give in. Positions taken by two sides are very extreme. And alarming thing is that they're not talking. When the two parties take extreme positions and they talk, sometimes they make compromises. They try to find a common ground. But when they take extreme positions and they don't talk, then conflicts happen. That's why I'm saying there should be engagement between the two countries, direct or indirect, to de-escalate the situation. Thank you for watching.